It might not have been a perfect movie, but Top Gun Maverick was definitely the perfect sequel. Hey guys, welcome back to Adlib Talk, and this is my review for Top Gun Maverick. But before we get into this review, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and please do consider subscribing. Now, let's be clear from the start, there is nothing game-changing about Top Gun Maverick. The wheel has not been broken, but I can confidently say that if you watched and enjoyed the original Top Gun, you're going to have a blast watching Tom Cruise's latest release. And please do make sure you go and watch it in the cinema, as that is how this movie is meant to be experienced. Take advantage of the large screens and great sound systems. Anyways, Top Gun Maverick is directed by Joseph Kosinski and stars Tom Cruise as Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell, together with Miles Teller and Jennifer Connelly. Story is set 36 years after the first release of Top Gun and after the events of the original Top Gun, and this time Maverick has been asked to return to the United States Navy Strike Fighter Tactics Instructor Program, we'll just call it Top Gun from now on, to train a group of young fighters for a mission deemed quite impossible to survive. Let's be honest, we don't really care too much about the story, which is pretty much an excuse to get Maverick back into Top Gun and to get the action going. However, I must really praise the screenplay, written by Erin Kruger, Eric Warrensinger, and Christopher McQuarrie, who, despite working on a very basic and simple premise, were able to develop a script, constantly keeping the action going. There is little to no fluff here. The tension is almost non-stop once the actual training starts. We also need to say that although it is quite predictable, all the drama that develops between Goose's son Rooster and Maverick can be seen coming from a mile away. However, it actually makes for a rather compelling plot point throughout that pushes the narrative in rather emotional situations. Now, let's talk about the performances. First of all, Tom Cruise gives a great lead performance as Maverick. He really does have it, and he still excels in this role, which requires a certain youthful exuberance, despite being surrounded by a lot of young actors, and despite now being 59 years old. His charisma ensures that he still dominates the screen anytime he is on it, which is pretty much most or all the time in this movie. He also does really well in his more emotional moments, especially dealing with the drama, which I already mentioned, between him and Rooster, which, whilst feeling, like I said, a little forced at times, is greatly improved by the fantastic performances by both Tom Cruise and especially Miles Teller. Teller was great in Whiplash, and once more he gives us a great performance here as Goose's son. He showcases the pain and mixed emotions of training with Maverick, who was there when his father died and was the one obviously piloting the plane. There are parts of him which blame Maverick, but at the same time, you can tell that he is truly conflicted about it because he also knew how much his dad loved Maverick. The dynamic changes and evolves throughout the movie, and to be honest, that is the much stronger of the two emotional hooks present in this movie, because the second emotional hook in this movie is the relationship that develops between Maverick and Penny. They are reunited after having had previous relationships that all seem to have ended up in disappointment. This time, Penny owns a bar and also has a daughter. And I'll be honest, the movie never managed to make me care about the relationship between the two. The scenes between Cruise and Jennifer Connelly, again, unfortunately I have to say, it felt quite forced, and I never felt any kind of chemistry between the two, which is the complete opposite between Cruise and Teller. Connelly is a very talented actress, don't get me wrong. It's just that her role is so underwritten here and is given so little importance that she was always fighting a losing battle. The script also does not do her justice, with quite a few cringe-worthy moments between herself and Cruise. The rest of the cast are fine. I was not impressed by any of the other pilots, for example, who are just kind of there, you know. But ultimately, we are here for the flight scenes. And Top Gun Maverick truly, truly delivers and more. This is some of the best, if not the best, flight scenes and action in the skies that I have ever seen on screen. It's tense, it's action-packed, and the best thing about it all is that the action scenes have a lot of weight behind them because we really care about the protagonists, Maverick and Rooster. The cinematography is top-notch, the planes move intricately and are the main reason why I said you should go and watch this movie in the cinema. The dogfighting, especially we see later on in the movie, is just out of this world. I don't remember the last time I was twisting and turning in my seat as I watch a movie, holding my breath as Cruise maneuvers out of another difficult situation with numerous planes attempting to down him. And just the fact that you know that all this action was actually done, it was all practical effects, no CGI, just adds even more to the whole experience, and you can feel again the weight behind it all. This is truly the great achievement of this movie. Yes, it's not the best written story. Yes, the dialogue and romance are quite cheesy at times, but this is the most fun I have had in a cinema for a long, long time. From the opening scene with Maverick reaching 10 Mach all the way through the training sequences, which I feared could get a little tedious, but somehow managed to maintain a certain level of tension, to the final actual mission, Top Gun Maverick had me constantly on the edge of my seat and truly never lost me, with the music proving to be once more a great element, a great addition to this movie, with some excellent classics which push the nostalgia factor to 100. The excitement and just absolute fun I had is more than I could say for a lot of other movie experiences I've had at the cinema. And for these reasons, I will give Top Gun Maverick a 4 out of 5, and my recommendation for anyone who loves the originals or anyone who is at all interested in aviation or fighter pilots. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video, and please do consider subscribing. Cheers, and I'll see you guys next time right here on Ad Lib Talk.